Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're going to continue on with the opponent AI, and we need to get some more things in place before we can be able to jump towards the player. In the last video we were working on walking towards and away. And we'll begin by coming up to the very top, and I'm going to copy one of the animation clip lines. We'll just paste that in below. In this case is my walk animation line, and I'm going to change that to opponent jump anim. We'll change that into the comments as well. We'll also need some variables, so I think I'll put them here before the gravity variables. And we'll begin with public float underscore opponent jump height gonna equal 0.5f, close the line off. This is exactly the same as what we did for the player movement. So in the comments defines opponent's jump height public float opponent jump speed. We'll make that equal to 1. Defines opponent's jump speed. Again, public float. Opponent jump, and this is going to be for the horizontal, which is again is going to equal 1. Remember the F after the number, as these are all floats. Defines opponent's jump horizontal value, and this one could be of type private and a vector 3, and again underscore jump height temp. Let's close that off, and we'll put this in the comments. Defines the vector for the opponent's jump height. And with that in place, let's come down to the void start. I'm going to put mine below these two lines for the equals transform and equals vector 3 0 underscore, and sorry, not that, it's underscore jump height temp equals a new vector 3. We'll open and close brackets, close that line off. Inside the brackets we're going to see 0, comma, underscore opponents. Now we want the jump height, comma, and then 0 again into the comments. So defines, we'll just copy and paste that naming convention in for the jump height temp variable as the opponent's jump height on the Y axis. And now we'll come back up and we'll come to the enum. So you can put these wherever you like inside this enum block. In fact, I might end up moving some of these around, but for now, walk towards player. Underneath we'll have jump towards player. Jump towards the player, comma. We'll just copy that line, we'll paste it in there. And this time it's going to be jump away from the player. Under that we're going to put opponent jump up, comma. And we'll say opponent, we want come down, I think that's what we used. For the player movement, so come down, forward. For the next line. And of course, come down backwards. Right, that's all the ones we need for now. So let's come down to the opponent, FSM. And we'll create cases for all of these. So again, just copy any case block, paste it in. We'll just copy and paste the first one, which is jump towards the player. We'll copy and paste that in twice. Again, we'll copy another block. And as always, don't worry about the red errors. It's just because we haven't created these voids as of yet, but we're going to do that in a minute. So we'll copy and paste the next one in for jump away from the player. And let's copy another block. Yep, 4 times. So we're going to paste that in 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for the opponent, jump up, come down forwards, come down backwards. We're just going to quickly paste those in twice on each one. So that is now 2 of them done. And we'll just keep going. And finally, if we come down backwards. Right, we'll fix these red errors in a moment. Firstly, let's come down to our animation section. Let's just copy and paste the whole opponent walk animation block. We'll paste that in below. We'll change it to opponent jump animation. Paste that into the debug log. Crossfade in opponent and the opponent jump anim, which we've already gone and created in this lesson. So with that done, let's come up, walk away from the player. I'm just going to copy the start of that void and the debug log as well. We'll add that close bracket. Excuse me. And we'll change that to the first area, jump towards the player. So let's have a look. Where have I just put that opponent? Walk towards player. Oh, that was walk away. Never mind, let's just paste that in. Jump towards the player. Paste it in again. And we'll just keep going. So again, we've just got to keep working through. Let's have a look. Jump towards the player. Oh, of course, I've it's in there twice, so we'll get the next one in place. Jump away from the player. Let's just paste that in again 4 times. So we'll keep going along. Opponent jump up for the next one. Then we've got opponent come down. The red area is persisting on this line just because we've got multiple instances until we've copied and pasted the next 2 in. So finally come down backwards. That's got rid of the duplicates, and as you can see, we now have no more red errors. So let's come to this first one, jump towards the player. And I'll just come to the opponent idle function. I'll copy the line where we call the animation block. And we'll paste that in. So this time it's opponent jump animation. What we need to call. And we can copy and paste that in for jump away from the player and the jump up function. And let's save that off there. So of course you will have to come to your resources and you will have to assign the jump animation. For some reason the walk isn't assigned there. Let's have a look. That's the run. We'll assign the walk as well while we're here. And of course you will need to do that for each model. But for now, I think we'll leave it here for this lesson. We've got a lot of the basic in place, and in the very next lesson we can begin to flesh out these functions a little bit more. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.